Hey guys, I'm Sean Dennis. I'm the Managing Director of the Digital Office here at Insight Global. Excited to talk to you today about our hiring guide and the impact it can have on your hiring. Our hiring guide is all about how we think we can impact hiring on the front end, especially with proactive hiring versus reactive hiring. To me, that really means, are you getting ahead of your hiring strategy? Or do you feel constantly like you're trying to plug holes and gaps in your hiring practice plan? So I really think that proactive hiring comes down to hiring based on what you want long-term versus what you need in the short term. That really fundamentally starts with understanding the archetype of person that you want to hire and how you want to develop them. I think that here at Insight Global, we really lean into the development first culture, which means that I'm looking to hire for what someone can become versus what someone is right now. I feel fortunate enough that I think that we've really done this here in my division at Insight Global. What we're constantly doing is iterating and creating new roles. What I wanted to do was really hire based on the fundamental characteristics that I think make great people on my team. Instead of looking at what experience they had or didn't have, I really try to find people who fit that archetype and then trust that I can go develop them from there. So I think there's always this push-pull, right, of ensuring that you're not overloading yourself with too many candidates and casting too wide of a net. But at the same time, you're providing opportunity for maybe people that aren't perfect for the job right now, but can become perfect for the job long-term. And that's a really hard needle to thread. I think it's about understanding, okay, what are the experiences or past jobs that I think would be applicable where someone who has the capacity to learn can get up to speed really quickly, and then going from there. I think that reactive hiring sometimes is necessary, right? There's a lot of situations where you have an employee that ups and leaves, right? And there is a need immediately. Reactive hiring becomes a priority when you feel like work isn't getting done, when you feel as though you need the perfect person. And a lot of times with our customers, unfortunately, I see them bring in people that might not align with the characteristics or qualities they want, but they might have the skills at hand that are necessary to do the job. We've actually seen that recently with one of our customers in the technology space where they lost their lead engineer and they had to go out and find an engineer who could really just be the Band-Aid on a bullet hole. And so now they're in this place where they thought they were taking one step forward, but they're now taking 3 steps back and totally having to revamp how they're approaching hiring for the rest of this year. Reactive hiring can oftentimes have a ton of financial impact. We really understand that cost matters right now. There is a changing economic landscape with a lot of uncertainty, and oftentimes that can lead to either decisions that are being made too quickly or too slowly. And I think that when you get into consistent reactive hiring, what you find is you have a revolving door of candidates who can never really get up to speed. I think there's 2 ways that I would really look at whether your company has a reactive or proactive hiring approach. The first is turnover. If you constantly feel like you have a revolving door of employees coming in, you're getting them up to speed, getting them trained, and then they're leaving and you're having to go back to stage 1 again, that's a telltale sign. The second thing is looking at employee tenure. Taking a look at how long do my employees stay with me? I think that employees leave for 3 main reasons. The first, they don't believe in their leader. The second, they don't believe that they're good at the job. And then the third, they don't believe they have a long-term future and vision for what they can become at the company. And I think those areas would be really good signals that you might have a reactive hiring approach. I think that proactive hiring is, in the long run, a better approach than reactive hiring because it allows you to align your people with your values, and it makes sure that you don't feel this immense pressure of having the perfect hire every time who can come in and be super productive in the moment. If you have a development-based culture, if you believe that the person that you hire can one day become the person that you want them to become, if they have the right values and the right attitude, then it opens your talent pool so much more. And so I think that's, to me, the real value of proactive hiring versus reactive hiring. If you're trying to go from reactive hiring to proactive hiring, I think there's a couple easy steps. The first, obviously, is partner with a staffing company, right? A staffing company will really slow down to understand not just where you are, but where you want to go and help you build that roadmap. Whether that's from a values-based hiring perspective, a development-based hiring perspective, or even trying to help you find the right candidate for your job, staffing company can really help there. Secondly, it's about leveraging your network. I think that that's a really important part of any business. Leveraging people that understand what your culture and values are, who can help connect you through the grapevine. Third, go out and meet people at networking events. You can start to build your pipeline proactively. Even if you're not ready to hire right now, you'll be able to identify a lot of new talent and keep them warm so that when you're ready to hire, they might be ready to make a move. Whether that's LinkedIn, whether that's networking events, whether that's a passive job post, all of those things will allow you to really get ahead of your problems versus feeling like you're scrambling when the problem arrives. So if this video spoke to you in any way, shape, or form, and you're ready to move from reactive to proactive hiring, I would love for you to reach out to us so that we can help you. Now, if you're not ready to leverage a staffing company, we'd ask you guys to download our complete guide to hiring, engage in the comment section below, follow us on LinkedIn, or subscribe to our YouTube. We're super excited and happy to help you.